In this video, I'm going to explain the different steps of a hero's journey. A man by the name of Joseph Campbell wrote a book in 1949. In this book, he said that every hero follows the same series of steps. The first step is called status quo. During this step, the hero is living their normal, often boring life. They're sometimes an outcast, maybe they don't have a lot of friends, and they even are sometimes unhappy. Harry Potter is a great example of this. When his adventure starts, he lives with the Dursleys and even has a bedroom under the stairs. He's certainly not a hero. Step number 2 is the call to adventure. In this step, an event normally happens that forces our hero to start their journey, whether they want to or not. It could be something like having to save someone or being asked for help. Percy Jackson's call to adventure is when he got attacked by Mrs. Dodds. Not only did this show him that there was a magical world out there, but it also began his journey into becoming a hero. Step number 3, meet the mentor. In this step, our hero meets their mentor. Often this person is older and wiser, but always they give them really great advice to help them on their way. In the Hunger Games series, Haymitch is a mentor to Katniss throughout. Not only does he provide her with great advice, but he's there to help support her throughout her experience. Step number 4, departure. In this step, our hero is going to transition from ordinary to a life of adventure. Sometimes this just happens, and sometimes they actually have to travel to get there. Some examples of this are when Harry Potter actually travels to Hogwarts via the train, and when Percy Jackson has to cross the threshold to Camp Half-Blood. In both of these cases, they are leaving an ordinary world and going somewhere magical. Step number 5, trials. In this step, the hero faces many enemies and challenges. With each of these, they learn and they grow and they become better and stronger. Percy Jackson goes through many trials in The Lightning Thief. A couple are when he plays Capture the Flag, faces Medusa, and his fight with Krusty. In all of these, Percy becomes stronger and learns a lot. Step number 6, helpers. Our heroes are often joined by a helper or two on their journey. Not only do these helpers help them fight, but they often are there for support and good advice. Even a hero like Harry Potter needs some of the greatest helpers in literature. Ron and Hermione were there every step of the way, and without them, there is no doubt that Harry would not have succeeded. Step number 7, crisis. In this step, the hero must face the most difficult challenge of their journey. Often this is a battle with some big bad guy or monster, but sometimes it's just an emotional breakdown. In the City of Ember, the crisis happens when Lena and Dune actually have to leave Ember on the boats. This is a huge thing for them, and they are facing an obstacle they have never seen. Step number 8, treasure. In this step, our hero gets a reward. This may be something like a treasure that they've captured after beating the bad guy, or it might just be knowledge gained from their adventure. In the Hunger Games, the treasure for Katniss was that she and Peeta were both allowed to win. Plus, she kept her promise to Prim to stay alive. Steps number 9 and 10, result and return. During these 2 steps, first the hero realizes they must now begin to leave and head toward the ordinary world again. But often when they do this, they face one more battle along the way. An example of this can be seen towards the end of Percy Jackson. Just when Percy thinks he's got everything figured out, Luke shows up and wants to fight. Step number 11, new life. Unlike at the beginning of the cycle, our hero now has some confidence. They're no longer an outcast and they understand what they need to do in the world. A great example of this can be seen at the end of Harry Potter. Not only is Harry happy for one of the first times in his life, but he has a family. Step 12, resolution. In the final step, our hero returns to the normal world. They use the new knowledge that they've gained and continue to be a hero. This step can be seen at the very end of City of Ember. Lena and Dune might be done with their main battle of getting out of the city, but now they must face a whole new world and continue to be heroes. That's the basics of Joseph Campbell's Hero's Journey. You can find more about this and the final project for Freak the Mighty in Google Classroom.